In the darkest of days, in the age of deception, released on the masses, comes the death of
Hey, this is Russ with the Old Man Metal channel. We're going to run through my rig, do a little rundown on the gear here. Just real simple signal chain. It's your guitar to a GX100, and then from the GX100 I'm going via 4 cable method to the EVH 5153 6L6 50 watt head, and then into a Marshall 412 cabinet, stereo cabinet, but I choose to run it in mono. Also, if you think you're going to run out and buy a EVH head with the cool Van Halen paint job, you're not going to do it. I did that. So anyway, man, I think it's cool. I think they missed a pretty golden opportunity to do that. But yeah, so that's the rig. I mentioned 4 cable method. That allows me to pull the EVH head into the GX100. It shows up as a send return block because it's going through effects loop. And that allows me to put it anywhere in the signal chain that I want. That way I can put like drives and boosts in front of it, and then I can put like time-based effects like delay and chorus. I can put those after, because typically it works out better if you do that. So another thing to mention is I am running a MIDI cable from the GX100 to the EVH. That allows me to switch the channel on the EVH along with my presets. So if here's a clean setting. Clean setting on the GX100, it switches to the green channel on the EVH. So then if I go to my crunch setting, which is kind of like for rock and roll type stuff, you see it switches to the blue channel on the EVH, and I can use the gains there. My rock and roll sound. And then I've got a metal channel set up, and you'll notice when I switch to it switches to the red channel on the EVH, so I can get a little bit different sounds if I want. And then I've got a lead channel drawn up that I can switch to. It also uses the red channel on the EVH, and it's got some delays and stuff. I don't really play much lead. We've got a lead player and side piece, so it's fun. So it's for stuff like that, it's like just having some fun. And again, like I said, then I can switch back to that clean channel and switch back to the green channel on the EVH. What I really like about this setup and using the 4 cable method is that if I get to the gig and maybe, the room you're in can make the sound a little bit different. So if that's the case, I can quickly just adjust the knobs on the EVH head for like my lows, mids, trebles, gains, whatever, and I don't have to get down and dive into a bunch of menus on the GX100 to change it. I can just change it here. Another cool thing I wanted to mention is this thing right here. It's called a pedal python. Kind of funny name. But to set this up, I've got basically quite a few cables to run. And you set them up, run them through this sleeve, and it makes them a lot easier to deal with. It's kind of like having a snake for your rig, probably why they call it the pedal python. But that's that. And again, one thing that I had trouble finding out when I was setting this up is like, okay, you know, I've got the power amp, the GX100, they both have volumes on it. Which one am I supposed to use to adjust my overall volume? And what I found works best for me, at least, is I set the volumes on the EVH up to 75–80% or so, so it's loud here, but then I control that from the main volume on the GX100. I'd like to have that a little bit up here so I don't have to bend down and do it, but hey. Anyway, that's what I found works best. And the other thing about this, using this kind of setup that I like, it's kind of another best of both worlds types thing, is if I do want to use, like I'll switch right now. I'm on the clean channel on the EVH, so if I switch up to like a preset that's using a built-in amp on a GX100, I can still do that as long as I run it through the clean channel. You know, if I run it through the blue channel or the red channel, I'm going to get some gain from this. But if I decide I want a preset that just uses the GX100's amps for whatever reason, I can still do that and run it through the clean channel here. So that's pretty much all I've got for you guys today on this. I really like this rig. I'm old, my back hurts, so sometimes it's kind of hard moving it around. But it's a pretty good rig, and I haven't noticed a lot of videos that explain how to set up the 4-cable method with the MIDI cable and the MIDI switching. So if you guys want a video that explains how to do that, just let me know in the comments and we'll do a video on that, show you how to do that. Anything else you want to know more about, just let me know. But I think that'll do it today. And if you like what you're seeing, what you're hearing, please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the Old Man Metal channel.